Hey guys, you guys live over here in Southwest Florida and have flood insurance. You guys could see if you live close to the water, you're gonna get hit by really big fees. Stay tuned so you guys could take a peek of this video. And unfortunately, there's gonna be really bad news for all you guys. Stay tuned. Hey guys, thank you for calling back to my channel. This is Benny, your pool home realtor over here in the Southwest Florida. This is your first time on my channel. If you guys want to know everything there is to know about the area, hey, just hit the subscribe button. And if you guys have any questions, you guys could call me. I usually pick up the phone until like 8:30 at night. So if you guys got any question or whatnot, hey, pick up the phone and let me know. Let me see how I could help you. I'm over here to help you guys. Today we're gonna be talking about flood insurance. The flood insurance part of Southwest Florida is going through the roof. And this is, the whole Florida as well though too. So if you live any place around out here in the Florida area and you guys are paying flood insurance, guess what? Those fees are gonna go through the roof. So that's what's going on. FEMA changed the way that they do the rating for the NFIP. That's the National Flood Insurance Program. There's a couple of stuff over here. They started to do these changes in October 1st. If you close before October 1st, then you guys gotta wait until the seller part. So if you're a brand new homeowner and are purchase a home from now on, and the home is, you find your dream home, but it is on a high flood area, guess what? Your premiums are gonna go through the roof. We're seeing $6,000, $7,000, $8,000, $9,000 for flood insurance per year that you guys gotta pay for it. Let me see what else. For you sellers, this is gonna change on April, sellers, homeowners or sellers, this is gonna change on April 1st for you guys. And I'm gonna give you a little bit detail further down the road on that. So let's talk about buyers first. So if you're a brand new buyer and you guys gonna buy a house, you find a house in a flood area, you're not gonna be paying what we used to be paying before, $1,000, $1,500, $2,000 range. Now that flood insurance is going to $7,000, $8,000, $9,000, up to $10,000. We have seen it in this past week that we have closed a couple of properties. Let me see. So if you, there's don't panic. There's some ways that we could get ahead of that. There's some stuff that we could change and negotiate with the seller and get from the seller that it could kind of help you. But most likely if you purchase even though a brand new property that they never have flood insurance, guess what? You're probably gonna be paying high premium on that property. So just be prepared for that. How this could affect us or the whole Florida? Hey, affordability. As you guys know, everything have going through the roof. Bread, food, gas, water. I heard that they were raising to the electricity as well again. And then we have this in top of it that, this is gonna be a little bit bad for economy over here, I guess. If you guys wanna check my real estate report, click subscribe or, save. I'm gonna put on the end or up here my report that I always do about the areas, Fort Myers, Cape Coral. Sometimes I talk about Lehigh. So just subscribe, and every month I put that report. And in this report, I'm gonna be talking about how this would affect our real estate market over here, or the Cape Coral, Florida real estate market. So going back to the flood insurance. So if you're a brand new owner, you're purchasing a home and you're closing, in November, mid-October now, you have to go through the new FEMA risk rating. And the new FEMA rating was gonna be is just, they're gonna go on a case by case basis, depending, the construction on your house, if it is wood or concrete, how close you are to a body of water, or, I don't know, a lake or some place that, have flood history. And they're gonna go based on that. So they have all that in the website too. You guys could go over there and take a peek on it. But that's what's gonna happen is if you live in a high flood area, your flood insurance is gonna go through the roof. So let me tell you about buyers first, and then I'll talk about the homeowners or sellers over here in the area. So for you guys, the home buyers, if you guys are buying a house, 350, let's see, for example, Cape Coral. Cape Coral is a really hot city. A lot of people want to be in Cape Coral. So if you purchase a home over there at $300,000 or $350,000, and your home is in a flood area, because you guys know there's a lot of water in Cape Coral. So if your home is in a flood area and you're closing at the end of the month, and that homeowner never have insurance, or it's a brand new construction, guess what? You guys gonna get hit with $7,000, $6,000, maybe more in flood insurance. The company who give us the training, they have seen, the lowest is $6,000 that they haven't come in over here in this area. And this is including Fort Myers, Lehigh as well, Bonita. There's some areas that have flood. Lehigh have a bunch of flood areas too as well. Same thing with North Fort Myers, the countryside too. There's a lot of flood over there. So just keep that in mind. If you're a buyer, you're probably gonna be paying a little bit more in premium. How this is gonna affect you is if you're buying a house for $350,000 and you're paying $7,000 worth of flood insurance. Now that's roughly about $600 a month in flood insurance. Guess what? That $350 range that you were approved, now it's $225, $226, $227. So now you won't be able to afford that house. And now you're gonna start from zero, trying to get a house for $225, which is almost non-existent over here in the Cape Coral market, in this market right now. So that's what's gonna happen. That's something really bad for the buyers out there. Just if you guys are thinking about buying, talk to your lender, let them know, hey, what my rate roughly is gonna be with the flood and non-flood, so you know exactly how much of a house you're gonna afford. So that's that. For you sellers, and then I'm gonna piggyback with this to the buyers as well. For you sellers or you homeowners, so if you're a homeowner, come April 1st, if you need them to renew on summertime, then they're only gonna raise your policy for 18%, okay? And then they might say, hey, your policy should be at $7,000 and you're at $1,000. So within now and up to you reach that $7,000, every year they're gonna raise your policy 18%. So that means it might take you 10 years for you to get to that 7,000, but every year, 18% of your policy is gonna be increasing. So within now and 10 years, you're gonna be paying, almost $600 just in flood insurance, if you have a policy in place, and hopefully they don't drop you and then you need to get a new one. Hey guys, if you guys wanna put a comment, please put it in the description below. Tell me what you guys think about this. Tell me, if you guys have been having an increase in insurance. I know there's, stuff going on with the roof and all that, but I just want to know what you guys are experiencing. So you put in the comment. I usually respond to all my comments, or heart or put a little heart, or knowledge. So yeah, just let me know what you guys think about this. Now, homeowners, if you're thinking about selling, how you could help the next buyer, how you could help selling your house faster before the other ones. And the trick is, make sure you pull out your policy. If you have an NFIP policy, and you could be able to assume, or the buyer could be able to assume, let's say for example you're paying $1,000 for your policy, you're selling your house, you could your policy is assumable, so the next person could get it. What we could do is we could get that policy to them, but the only thing that they're gonna have is, or the buyers are gonna have, is an 18% increase on that policy. And going forward, every single year, your policy of the new buyer policy is going to increase 18%. So just keep that in mind. It doesn't mean that it's going to stay in that 1,500 range. It's just going to keep increasing, but at least you could sell your house. They could enter to the house that they want, and they could, kind of figure out the way on that aspect. So if you're a homeowner, if you're thinking about selling and you're in a high flood area and your home have flood insurance, make sure you pull up, the first thing you gotta see is pull up your policy, call your policy holder. If you're thinking about selling, your buyer, whoever is gonna buy your house, have to assume that policy, and then, that would be good. Eventually, the new buyer is gonna start receiving that increase of 18% year after year. So just keep that in mind. I already talked about buyers. If you're a buyer, just make sure you get all your loans together. If you guys gonna take a pick a home in a flood area, let's say you find your dream home in that area, before you put an offer and all that, and go through the whole process of inspection and appraisal, just make sure you guys take care of the flood insurance first, because that's that could kill or break the deal. As you guys know, if you thinking about buying something for $350 and the insurance policy come at $7,000, that's gonna bring you down to like $225 to $226. So just keep that in mind. I'm gonna give you a couple of more hints of stuff that is part of this new risk. And if you guys want, wait until the end. I'm gonna give you one tip that's gonna help us. Let us know. Well, wait until the end, so I could give you this tip. All right, guys, I'm gonna give you a couple of hints. Remember, this is on a case-by-case basis. This is not a cookie-cutter policy type of thing. It could be, different between you and your neighbor. So that's that. If you're thinking about buying something and you're using conventional, you probably could get private insurance. Private insurance is a little bit low than the regular one. Than the regular FEMA one. So just keep that in mind. That's that option. Two, if you get a FHA loan, remember the private policy, the private insurance won't help. They won't take it. So just keep that in mind. Maybe people, buying in Lehigh or Fort Myers, even though in Cape Coral, remember our FHA is 356 and down. So our median's still up there for those two counties or those two cities. So that's that. Remember, the homeowner could pass their insurance policy and give you some savings in that aspect. So hey, make sure before you guys put an offer on a home, you guys have somebody already in your side of an insurance company that could give you a quote really quick, depending on your loan and all that. So that's that. One thing though too, remember back in the days when we say, you could get a certificates of elevation, and that would take out the flood if you're above a specific level. That might not work no more. I was talking with this guy. He was the one that gave us the class, and he was saying that only 5% roughly of the policies that he was trying to write that has a certificate of elevation, that's only 5% the insurance company took it and used it in their advantage. The other 95, it was a waste pretty much. So that's that. Let me see. Grandfather areas that went away, so that no longer is going to be an issue. So maybe you live in a community that were grandfather not to have flood. Guess what? That's went away, and they might hit everybody with that flood insurance type of thing on it. So just keep that in mind. If you live in a community, call your HOA, see if your community were grandfather not to have flood insurance. So that's that. Let me see what else. Listen, you know what? My biggest hint for you guys is, if this would affect you as a homeowner, hey, call your congressman. Complain it, see what what they could do. That's what they're there for. We as a state gotta come together, because these fees it's gonna be brutal. So just, contact your congressman, congresswoman, and, let them know what you guys think about this and see if they could, fight for us and be able to lower this out. This is too soon to see where we're gonna be at and see how this is gonna affect the market. But, if you guys wanna check my, my notes or what I think is gonna happen, double check my real estate report that I put about, Cape Coral and Fort Myers. I usually, put it over here every single month. So just subscribe. Just remember, really quick, sellers or homeowners, come April 1st, next time you renew, they're gonna increase 18% up to you could get to that point of, they say that, whatever amount they say that you should be at. It could be 5,000, 6,000, 7,000, 10,000. So if you're a regular homeowner, come April 1st, every single year, they're gonna raise your premium 18%. And not going down, going up, unfortunately. For you sellers and homeowners too, if you're thinking about selling, the way you could help and be able to sell your house faster, make sure you have your policy in place, make sure, you call your policy and make sure it's assumable, and give that information to the other agent that's gonna put an offer on your house so everything will run smoothly and you'll be able to close your house faster. For those buyers out there, make sure you talk to your lender. Make sure you guys get both sides, non-flood and flood, so at least you guys have an estimate how much money you guys could be able to afford. And another thing too, make sure you guys got a really good agent that could fight for you and be able to get you all that information through the other agent, to be able to get you the best policy possible if there's one in place for that home. Nothing, guys. This is pretty much it. If you guys have any questions or whatnot, just let me know. As I tell you, I pick up the phone every single day, up to like 8:30. So, hey, I'll see you in the next video. And if you guys have any questions, you guys know where to find me. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.